Hey, what's up? So, checking out a new prospect. It's 112 units in the city of Atlanta, West Midtown area. Just doing a quick drive-by. I always like to do I'm not driving, so but a quick walk by, I guess we can call it. And let me show the property, not show me. But yeah, I always like to do once I see a property that I may have interest in, do a quick back of the napkin underwriting, check it out. If it makes sense, like if the numbers are close, like what they're asking is close to what I would offer, that's when I decide to just do a quick walk by. I don't talk to the broker yet, nothing like that. I don't tip anybody off that I'm interested. I just want to go see the property and see if it looks like what it was presented as, so that's what I'm doing first thing this morning. Yeah, so I guess just come along this walk with me. I'm looking for anything that stands out, like I said, that stands out based on what it is that they presented the property to be. Some of the main things I look for are the HVAC units, which seem to all be in the back. I look at amenities. This property was supposed to be renovated over a certain time frame. So I like see we got a playground or something here. I try to view it as as a potential resident would. It's like a dog park, which is pretty cool. Got some benches. This is supposed to be a playground. Yeah. So those types of things are in the OM, which stands for Offering Memorandum, which is fancy for presentation of the property. These gutters, for some reason, they seem like they've been tampered with, the gutters. Some of these units are older. I would possibly look at doing something with the gutters, just making sure they're where they need to be. Plenty of I'm gonna go this way. Like there's a school across the street. You can see they got the renovation package with the lights and the paint, the white paint. It looked like they threw some wood on the stair rails that were already there, the black ones, which is actually a pretty good idea. I don't think I've seen that done. That is definitely a school. It's a church right there. I see that some people still have window units, even though there's AC, which makes me think something's going on with it. But like I said, I'm just walking it just like a regular person. Yep, and there's a window unit right there. So I don't know if that's just for extra air or if there's something wrong with the air. So the school across the street is called West Side Charter School. It's like in the middle they have these little picnic areas, which is cool. I think the outside looks pretty decent, honestly. I'd say probably about 25% of the HVAC units are older, which can be a concern. HVAC, plumbing. Just happened to see a pipe when I said plumbing. We got a bus stop right outside of it. That's great. This property is in what's called a tax allocation district in Atlanta. And a tax allocation district is basically, that's good, Atlanta Police Department security camera. Guessing it's up on the pole somewhere. But a tax allocation district is money that the city specifically puts some of the tax money to the side for a certain area to provide funding for projects that they think are helpful to the city. Obviously, housing is one of those things, so this property falls in a tax allocation district. Basically just meaning that they have some money available for this property. Some of that money can be a grant too, so, and you don't have to be a nonprofit to get the money, so that may be a strategy for this property. There goes the mailbox center. Looks decent. You can tell they like painted not too long ago. They keep up with it, got some signage. Okay, so it does have a leasing office, great. There's an on-site manager. I like them. I see some areas that some work could be done, but I like them. There you go. And when I do these, I usually come dressed down. I'm just trying to look like somebody who might be visiting, checking them out to see if I want to live here. I'm not suited and booted, is my point. But so far I like them. I'd love to hear more about what you guys think. You know, this property management right there. So with a property of this size, you expect to have one inside and one outside. Hey, how you doing? Meaning that you have one person inside handling the property management and one person outside handling like the maintenance requests. So 100 units is the rule of thumb typically for one inside and one outside to be able to justify those salaries or those costs. He looked like he's on the job, so that's great. It's quiet. I see cameras. Yeah, I like it. It's also about 99% occupied as well. It's an older unit by a newer unit. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and call the broker now and see if we can make a deal. Hey, what's up, what's up? So I'm here at I think it's Smyrna City Hall or something like that. They got like a park and some stuff like that. Just getting my steps in, taking a little mental break. Just did a lot of underwriting, looking at two new deals. Looking at two new deals. One, hey, how you doing? 60 units. Another one is no, 3 deals. Sorry, one is 60 units. One is 112 units. And the other one's 22 units, which is a little smaller than what I like to look at. But anyway, just I like to get my steps in. I try to get at least 5,000. I know a lot of people shoot for 10. I gotta make time for that. But for right now, you know, I'm shooting for 5,000. I work my way up. So I'm just here at this park, just getting my steps in. And I like to, use this time to brainstorm, strategize, reflect, all of the above. So that's all. Here we go. So that's all I'm really doing right now. Um, see a lot of things going on in the world. We got Israel and Iran, Trump, AI, so I like to just kind of clear my head, stay focused on my goals, on the things I'm trying to achieve. And yeah, I mean, I recommend it for anybody. Yeah, and it goes to public library. I'm doing a lot of construction in the area, which is pretty cool. So yeah, just getting my steps in. And then we're gonna go check out 16 unit deal. I'm waiting on my daughter to get out of chair practice. Her school's down the street. And we're gonna go to this deal that this cuts off, of course. We're gonna go check out the 16 unit deal that at the moment I have lost. Not happy about it, but that type of stuff happens. I'm back up on it, but I'm gonna go check it out, show you guys what it looked like, show you guys what's going on with it. I'm still a little heartbroken over it. It was a great deal. I'll explain more about it once we go there, kind of show you what was going on with it, where it was, all of that. But like I say, I didn't win the deal at the moment. I'm second, so I'm the backup. I don't like being the backup, but it is what it is. So probably got about a good 300-400 more steps, and then I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. All right, guys. So finishing up the afternoon at the 16 unit deal that we're looking at, and I actually have some what I consider disappointing news on it. So I got word that our offer came in second. So there was someone else that came in first. So I think what we're gonna do is hang around the rim, and we're gonna be positive, and we're gonna think that we're gonna hope we get it, but we're gonna look at more deals at the same time. You saw the 60 unit, 112 unit deal that I walked earlier. This is 16 units. Great location, renovated, fully occupied for the most part. Doesn't need a lot of work. We're in the Virginia Highlands area of Atlanta, so it's a very desirable area. Look at the houses across the street. You'll see, you have $1 million homes across the street. So, definitely felt like we potentially may miss out. But like I said, we'll be optimistic. Because the people aren't going to follow through, and they're going to call us, and then we'll be right there. It's called waiting around the rim. So we're going to wait around the rim and get this deal. With 16 units, the average rent is about, it's a little under $1,300 average rents. The rents in this area can go as high as $2,000 a month. So a lot of room, for growth and everything like that. I love the area, but I want to show you guys a little bit more of the, and be very careful. My wonderful daughter is doing the videography for me.
Hello.
So please watch your head and stuff and that brick or whatever it is. But look, catch that right there. See, that's a sign right there. When you see that, that means development is coming. So I'm gonna break it down to you though in a second. So what I really liked about this property is that everything that you see here, that from where we just went, the apartments we just left, all the way down this block, that block, there's a $40 million development being done, and they're built. It's a mixed-use project. It's going to be anchored by Publix. So all of this where I'm standing right now is going to be a Publix. I think they're doing about 300 units of apartments, new apartments, and they're doing some other things there. So a big mixed-use development is coming right here, and that was one of the biggest draws for me to be interested in that property there. And like I said, we're gonna hang around the rim. We'll get it at some point. But yeah, so just wanted to show you guys this property. Kind of show you also the good and the bad, and the ugly in terms of how it goes. We put in an offer for the issue with our offer was not the price. The issue with our offer was that we're using what's called agency debt. That's Fannie and Freddie Mac. And their loans take about 90 days to close, right? And the competitor that put in an offer, it was a similar offer, but they're closing in 60 days. So the seller is just impatient, which I understand. It is what it is. But like I said, we're going to hang around the rim. Just wanted to kind of show you guys some of the real. So we'll stay in it, but I got to think about that for my next offer when it comes to a deal. But maybe I don't use agency debt. Agency debt just has really low rates. It's the government, so it is what it is. But we'll stay around here. It happens very often. Deals fall apart all the time, and I'm right there to catch them. So, see you guys in the next one. Thanks.